Well, I think it's time that I talk about this topic for Doom Eternal, and it's about its post-launch support. So, Doom Eternal has a great and meaty campaign. It's very fun to play. It's a bigger campaign than 2016, and the replay value is higher too. I'm currently practicing for Ultra Nightmare, and that's definitely giving me a lot of replay value while I'm doing it. And there's just so much stuff to do. I plan on trying out the master levels. I'm gonna do the extra life mode for the achievement, and yeah, I do plan on replaying this campaign a lot until we get a patch or an update on new content. So without a doubt, id Software already stated that we are going to get an invasion mode, so that's something that might be cool to try out whenever it releases. I also caught Hugo Martin in a Twitch video by Angry Joe, where Hugo confirmed battle mode is going to have like a ranking system to it. So if you're really into the multiplayer of Eternal, this is good news. And personally, I think it's cool that they're adding this, because so far people have been having mixed opinions on battle mode's balance. Some people feel like the Slayer is too strong, and some people feel like the demons are too strong. And I think maybe having a rank system might alleviate this issue. My opinions have changed a bit on battle mode's balance. I do think the Slayer is not as weak as I thought, but I still think the demons are easier to play in general. Anyways, those statements were pretty much official, and now I'll share my personal thoughts and suggestions. I do think battle mode needs more maps, and it needs to have like a ping indicator too. I hate playing online games where I can't tell my connection, because the connection of battle mode to me has been very mixed lately, and this can affect my playing experience. I still think battle mode is mediocre at best, no matter what. I mean, it's fun, like, you know, it's definitely a cool concept with like the whole two demons versus a Slayer, but it just doesn't capture your interest as well as 2016's multiplayer. And with that mentioned, I do hope maybe we can see like a deathmatch add-on for Eternal, because it seems like the people who enjoy Doom's multiplayer really want that type of experience back. Especially I've been reading like the responses on Doom's official Twitter page on like battle mode, and there's a lot of people just begging them to bring back deathmatch. I would much prefer deathmatch over battle mode for sure, but if they ever bring back deathmatch, I do think they should fix certain problems of 2016's deathmatch, like being able to carry more weapons and having more emphasis on map control. I'm just disappointed that Eternal didn't add in a horde mode. Matter of fact, it's just sad that Doom hasn't had this horde mode in this day and age officially. That's what I'm saying, because I know Snap Map there's a lot of survival modes, but I'll eventually talk about that later on, because it's obvious, because horde mode is obviously, you know, a game type that's gonna work well for Doom. I would love to have a horde styled mode that'll support up to 4 players, and I really think this mode shouldn't be too complicated to make. And this would totally make me play more of the multiplayer component if they managed to find the right design to implement it. So I used to make a lot of like survival modes for my snap maps. I've made them more like a deathmatch type of experience. You start off with like a shotgun, you gotta like learn the map, learn the item locations, and like the the spawn timer and all that stuff. And eventually, once you know all of that, and you know like and you can like actually play, you could totally survive pretty long on my maps, because I definitely made my maps to be very like challenging as far as like the survival map goes. And I would love to see if id Software could do something like that, you know, try to find that right balance of making it more accessible, but at the same time make it challenging to a point where you know, it's actually fun. Like I always thought like Gears of War, the Gears of War games did like a good job with that. And I think that's pretty much all I gotta like say for horde mode. So, you know, let's just move on to Snap Map. So like I said, I use Snap Map. I'm surprised to see people are begging for Snap Map for Eternal, because I totally would love to have one, obviously, but I don't think it's possible that we'll see one, because I think most of the entire team is already working on the DLC, and I feel like they'll have the remaining team members to work on additional content for battle mode, or maybe like one to two new game modes, like how in 2016 we managed to get arcade mode. So as much I would like to see a snap map in Eternal, and that would greatly improve the replay value for sure, I think you can only get that content from Doom 2016 if I'm going to be realistic. Anyways, those are my post-launch suggestions and ideas I would like to see, that'll happen for Doom Eternal if it ever does. And if you guys have any comments or some of your personal suggestions, post them down and I'll reply if I have an answer. Thank you for watching.